feels so good. You know when you jump in your bed and then it's like you're really
like,
tired and it feels so good. Like, oh.
That's how you feel about
That's
this?
how I feel every time I hop on the podcast and put on headphones and shit. I'm like,
Aw.
After all the anxiety that we just went through, I already know this is about to be fine because there's 3 mans with ADHD, bro. This is about to be,
I don't have ADHD.
Yes, you do, bro.
How do I have
The
ADHD?
whole podcast, we go through 20 topics, Carlos.
That's not ADHD. That just
Okay,
means
but-
that just mean No, that just means like I can hit those topics. I'm just that
That's
good.
true. That's true. Okay.
It just
Okay.
means
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
good. It just means I'm disabled. No, wait, that's not disability,
Not
right?
disabled, yeah.
Oh,
Not
no,
It is,
hold
they have
on.
a combination.
Is it a
Cool.
disability or is it a
Yeah.
disorder? It's a disorder.
It's a disability.
Is it actually? Because
Yeah.
you have ADHD,
Yeah.
right? Oh, are we not supposed to talk
No,
about
it's okay.
that? Fuck my
All you
bad.
other ADHDers out there.
Yep.
Okay, if somebody calls you out for having ADHD, do you feel bad about it? Or is it like it's just you, right?
I used to, but now, like I remember in high school, you know Mr. Chatty?
Yeah.
He would like call me over like ever so often, be
Wait, go in the
like,
mic.
sorry.
Why are you
Oh, we were
whispering?
recording now?
Yeah.
Because he would whisper.
ASMR.
Because he didn't want the other kids to hear. He was like, Sasha, I think you have ADHD. And he would send me down to guidance.
Because you had ADHD?
Because I would pretend
What?
Pretend to
you
what?
had ADHD.
Yeah, because you what?
Oh, because I would like get up and pretend to throw things in the garbage because I couldn't sit for so long.
Oh,
And
really?
I'd just be like, I have to throw this out. Like every like.
I
you
have
know.
that too. Because when
Yeah.
I'm standing in the airport and like I'm waiting for like the baggage thing,
Yeah.
like I have my headphones on, but I can't like be like standing. You know?
Dude, are you because you play ball? Are you the
Yeah.
one to like dribble and shit
No,
around
it's
the
just
house?
it's just I gotta move at all times.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
You know what I
This
mean?
guy's Street
Yeah.
Fighter.
No, that
If you at the airport Street Fighter, like who the fuck wants to
He's
play?
getting
Any supporters who see me outside and I'm just standing, that's not me, bro. It'll have to be like this.
You know, like, choose your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
who's-
that's literally what I was thinking.
No facts.
I think mine
Choose your
is
character.
I have to like throw punches and shit.
Whoa.
I know you don't see it here because I really force myself not to. But if someone's around me, like whenever I see
Oh,
my
no,
sister, ask them.
I seen that.
Ask
Yeah.
my sister. Who's? But it's annoying though. Like if somebody, because I've been on the receiving end. It's not fun. It's low key just.
Shit hurts, bro.
Like, people just greet you. Who's?
Yo,
Like
what's up,
get
bro?
punched? Like,
Yeah.
that's annoying.
I think if I don't do those things, it's like that's why I think I have anxiety is when you don't release your energies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. Anxiety's worse when you don't get things done throughout the day, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think dogs have ADHD? Just,
Dogs?
Chihuahuas.
Oh, that's a good point because all dogs are like hyper,
yeah,
right?
like,
But then you have the calm dogs.
Is your dog like that?
yes.
But
Like, you
you're-
know how you greet people, you were saying, hoi, 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 like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, the dogs go like this and shit, right? They always wag their tail.
No, he just like literally like pushes you. Like he gets up and he's like pushes you. Like he just pushes
You have a Doberman though.
Yes.
Did you know Dobermans, they're bred to be for the military, right?
Yeah. He's a little bit of a gnarly character.
I don't know for sure, but I think in World War II, that's where they scientifically like made these dogs. They
Yeah.
bred them specifically to be hunters for snipers.
Oh shit.
I think, yeah, they bred them because bankers were getting like killed or something
Oh, that too,
on the
yeah.
way home or something. So they would like guard them.
Yeah, there's like a security.
Yeah.
So back in the day, instead of just having like security guards all the time, they would just have a dog. And
That's
shit.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's at DMX. You know DMX back in the day, he used to just
Oh, he
rob
had
people.
with his
He used
dogs.
to rob people with his dog.
Oh, that's fire.
Like instead of a gun, he used to has his dog and just like, yo, give me your
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
Or I'm gonna let the dogs loose. And then that's what the song Who Let the Dogs
Oh,
Out?
that's what it is? Because he robbed you? No, it
Nah,
can't
I
be.
just made that shit up.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
can't be, it can't be. Now, I was going to call it, but I was like,
I think that's
nah.
a different artist actually.
Who let the
Who let the
dogs
d-
out?
Is that DM? No.
No. That has to be, I think it's somebody else. I don't know.
True.
But that's what mans used to do.
Damn.
Wow.
But if you think about it, like if you were to do things, so if I were to, let's say, do a crime, there's so many ways to use other tactics instead of just using the regular shit. You know what I mean? Like instead of using a gun, the craziest one I heard of was this guy. He pretty much put like a vest on that looked like a bomb.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. And he said like, yo, I'll blow us all up right now if you don't give me the money. But it just looked, he put all of these calculator parts onto the vest.
Oh my
Put
God.
like random wires and stuff to just make it look like that.
And when you're like anxious or caught off guard, you're not looking to see if it's fake. You're kind of just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're probably, he's probably wasn't, they weren't even looking into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't looking into
Yeah.
it.
They're just like, okay, yes, he's a bomb.
Bro, I just learned this though, but there was I don't know if you guys know, but there's a guy who survived Hiroshima and Nagasaki at the same time.
How did you survive?
So he
that?
survived 2 of them. Like there's this guy, he was in I think he was in Hiroshima for like a business meeting.
Yeah.
And on the day he was about to leave, the US drops the bomb. And he was 2 miles away from it.
Damn.
Bro only left with like
He
minor
didn't get
injuries.
disintegrated?
No. 2 miles away, only minor injuries. Flies back to his family. Bro, the second bomb, as soon as he starts telling his family about Hiroshima, Nagasaki drops.
That's crazy bad luck though. Crazy. That's crazy. Like, how do you go
2 times?
Like 2
But
times.
but that's not bad luck because
because he survived both. Yeah. Nagasaki, he no injuries at all. Hiroshima, like only minor.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so did he end up dying any other way or
Yeah,
what?
stomach cancer, which sucks because he survived the craziest shit, but obviously he died by
How
that
long
sucks.
after?
No, he lived to an old man. Like 93, he died.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Crazy
Oh, so
though.
that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's like natural.
Yeah. Do you think there's such thing as that death chases you if you miss it? Do you think that's a thing?
Death chases you if you miss it.
You know the Final Destination movie where
Yeah.
there was this accident they were supposed to die in, but they didn't. So because of that, everywhere else they go, death kind of follows them. Do you think that's a thing or no?
I don't think so.
No.
No, because I feel like I've heard stories where it's like that's not the case. Like they almost die one time and it's not following them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you think the opposite is true though? Do you think blessings follow you on purpose?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that. But I think it's because lately I've been having a happy-go-lucky. So I'm going to think the positive rather than the negative.
What do you mean happy-go-lucky?
Like, I rather see like the good than
Yeah.
the bad. So I'm saying like I would see blessings chasing someone rather than death chasing someone.
I heard this theory, and it made me think of things a lot differently, because it's pretty much a theory that everyone you meet, well, not everyone you meet, but some people in your life, the whole time, they could have been an angel disguised as a real person.
Oh, like a guardian angel?
They know they're literally an angel.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So you ever watch that show? I think it's called My Guardian Angel, the one on Family Channel way back in the day.
Yeah.
So pretty much the show, it was this guy in high school, and then he had a friend. He didn't know at the time. Well, in the first episode, it's revealed he was his angel, the one that's assigned to him to help him do better in life.
Was it called Winging It?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah,
Oh wait, that's a
Winging It.
It's
family
called
channel
Winging
show,
It.
no?
Yeah, it's called
Yeah,
Wing. That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. But what's crazy is that could happen right now. Like somebody you know the whole time, they're that person for you, but you just think, oh shit, that's just Gavin.
That's weird. That's just Gavin. I was thinking about it because you know how like you like to talk about seraphs,
Mm-hmm.
like the biblical. term
Yeah,
for
the
angel.
biblical angels. Yeah.
Yeah, like the ones with the 6 wings and they have like a lot of eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was saying, what is it, like a dozen eyes probably?
It's a lot. It's like crazy amount, like hundreds.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
But,
You're good.
No, I was thinking about it and I was just like, I was thinking something similar, but to do with saints. Like, isn't it
Really?
weird? Yeah, because apparently we can all be saints. Like,
Mm.
there's no, okay, obviously if you're
No, but like if you sin, then can you not?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So you have to
but-
live a life like of not sinning.
I don't know though, because God is like forgiving.
Well, you have to do
Like, you're telling
miracles,
me
right?
all, no, you don't.
No,
No.
I swear you
don't.
do.
No. I'm in like, what is it, Edge?
Okay.
And Megan was telling us, Edge is like that church
yeah,
program
I
thing.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, Megan was telling us that like anyone could be a saint and that not everyone can perform miracles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but everyone could be a saint.
That's interesting. But
Yeah.
I know recently there was this kid. This is the first ever gamer saint. You ever hear about them?
No.
Yeah. So this kid, he pretty much he was literally like he was young too. I think he was around like 12 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
But what he would do, he would pray for other people, and it would relieve them of their sickness.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. So he would pray over like a cancer patient, and
Oh, like in front
Saved.
of them. It's not like just
yeah,
like.
he would go around.
Oh.
And I think too, someone prayed asking him to help, something like that. But there's a whole story. But I think that's one of the youngest and definitely the first gamer saint
Wow.
of our era, I guess you could say.
I
right?
think
Like,
the-
he probably played
Gamer
Minecraft
saint.
and such shit.
Gamer saint of our era. Like there's been a gamer saint.
That's the
No,
first one.
that's what I'm saying. No, because there's definitely young ones, but
Yeah.
not ones that played Minecraft and who knows Fortnite.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Why did you say Fortnite? Why did you say
He always says it like that
He's like
whenever we're talking about Fortnite. Like, put respect on Fortnite, bro. Like,
No, I play Fortnite. I play it.
Fortnite? No, but I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
because isn't it weird? Because you know how we have Saint Anthony,
Yeah.
and it's like you pray to him if you lose something.
Mhm.
Isn't that weird though? Like, how do they get their like?
I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is Christians don't like that.
Yes,
Because in the Bible, it's very much like
God is.
you only pray to God, you can't
Yeah.
pray to other people
Yeah.
type of thing, right?
What's your take?
My take, okay, like my take is as long as this is in the right, I guess, the right understanding and the right intention, then I think it's all good.
for praying for people?
Yeah, because look,
Yeah, that should be.
yeah, it's always, as long as it's in the right intention
Yeah,
with
yeah.
love, why is it wrong?
Exactly.
Like to
Right?
pray to saints. Is what you're saying.
Oh, to pray to saints.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what
But
were
you don't
saying
pray to
other
saints,
people.
right? Don't you just like honor and then
Well,
ask?
I don't know because I would be like Saint Anthony, help me find my toy. Like when I was a kid.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never done that, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay, but we literally have like statues of him and stuff.
I heard. Do you ever hear of Santeria?
I heard of that.
No.
So Santeria is pretty much this practice, and you're supposed to have like a certain saint, like almost a totem. But keep in mind, Santeria is the one people consider kind of dangerous because you could do certain rituals that could do harm or do good, right? And some of them involve sacrifices, that type of, darker aspects of rituals, right?
Whoa.
But it's crazy because let's say you see like a voodoo, right? Or like whatever type of witchcraft. Usually it's not attached to something from Catholicism or Christianity, whatever it may be. But that one uses it, which is
Because
interesting. The
Catholicism,
tie-in.
like in our churches, there is statues of like Saint Anthony, Saint Joseph, like
Mhm.
you know. So
Do you think because with Annabelle and with those cursed dolls, what happens is because they gave, I guess, attention and the energy toward it, it manifested in itself. Because that's what I heard. A lot of spirit hunters, it doesn't happen just out of nowhere. It's because you put the energy
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
what do you think about when you go to certain parts of the world? There's like the Mother Mary statue that like cries blood. or,
Yeah,
like,
that's
cries-
wild.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
That's definitely real.
Yeah.
I think it's real, at least, because I've seen a lot of footage of it and a lot of evidence, and it makes sense, right? Like,
How would that even? How could you even?
yeah, how could it happen?
Yeah.
In the Paris Olympics, remember when like they were trying to mock Jesus? Like maybe not, or like they were trying to mock it, and then like that whole city shut down, all the lights. And I
Oh,
seen
you
a
heard about
thing-
that?
No.
I seen a
heard
thing
about
where-
the Last Supper thing.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
They were
what
trying
you're
to
talking
clown
about.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the only thing that was lit up in Paris was a church.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I forget what the church's name was, but that was the only thing lit up in Paris. Everything else, cut lights. Crazy. Probably the corniest shit I've ever said though, because back to the guardian angel thing.
Yeah.
So one of my boys, you both know him, was going through some shit like back in high school, and then I would usually talk with him like every day and stuff. And then when I was going to the mall before I met up with him, and he was going to leave
Yeah.
because he had to go to school somewhere, I bought him like a guardian angel chain.
Yeah.
Corniest shit I ever said, but like it felt right saying it. But when I gave it to him, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm your guardian angel. Just hit me whenever you can. And I was like, you just dab me up. But he's like, he totally fucked up the moment because he's like, yo, bro, chill. he's like, that's kind of.
Yo, that's Ayo. You stop me like Ayo.
But in my heart, fam, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Let me take
you
this shit
crushed?
back.
Yeah.
I was trying to
I
crush,
did
bro.
that.
Because I was like, take that shit back, bro.
Yeah.
I literally spent my last $50 on that chain, and
Aw.
come on, bro.
Okay, is there anybody in your lives that you think could have been that person for you?
Like guardian angel.
Yeah, secretly.
I seriously think so.
Yeah.
I think it's like anyone, like, you know how, okay, everybody loves everybody, but
Yeah.
you know how you have your like people, like there's like
Your closest
people-
friends, you think, or what?
like not just friends, but like your closest people. Like I have close, like random connections. Like this lady used to work for my mom.
Yeah.
at the school, and she's like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what I would call her, like a friend, like a family.
I guess people.
like,
Yeah. I guess
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just people.
I would say friend though. No. What do
don't
you
know,
call
though.
those people?
What,
Acquaintance.
friends?
Acquaintance. I guess.
I would
Yeah,
just say,
acquaintances.
But
yeah.
acquaintance sounds so.
like
I know,
like,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
it's
I
But
not
you
know.
can't say some person I just know. That's worse.
Acquaintance sounds sorry as fuck. Though. I'm not gonna lie. That's just sounds.
acquaintance is cool. Acquaintance. Is
I
cool.
would say people. 'cause
If
that's
I'm
weird.
gonna say, yo, that's not my friend, that's my acquaintance. Yo,
Oh,
that
okay, that's kind of.
that's diss. If somebody call me their acquaintance, that's diss, bro. Like I'm gonna slap you and call me your acquaintance.
Nah. Yeah, just call
Okay,
people.
so do you think that person was your guardian angel or what?
Yeah, not just like her, but it's like there's certain people in my life and I'm like, why'd you just call me? Like how'd you just do that? And it's just weird because I have a lot of people that are like that. And it's like they're definitely guardians in my life. So
Do you think you summon people by accident?
oh yes.
You think you can summon people? I think you can.
Yes.
High key.
Yes. You can summon people.
I was at the mall one time, I was talking about somebody, and then they just appeared, like dead ass appeared.
Really?
Talking about the person to somebody else. And right when I said their
Wow,
name.
he likes to talk to
No, I was
dog.
talking good though.
Oh,
I was
Like,
talking bad. Whenever I start roasting people, I'm like, oh, speaking of the devil,
oh,
she's
shit.
right here.
No, I was talking good and just boom appeared. I'm like, oh,
Word, that's crazy.
Wow. No, that's happened to me many times. It's weird. Like one time I was on the road and it happened.
oh shit.
What'd
I was
you
on the
summon?
road and I look into the car and they're right there. I was like,
What? What the
Okay.
wait, what?
Yeah,
What are you
they
talking
were-
about? Like appear?
yeah. No, they didn't appear in the car.
In your car?
Not in my
No,
car.
not
in the car beside.
Oh.
But it was just
Oh,
weird.
you thought it was
I
inside?
thought you're like driving and then you just hear a noise like, yo, what the f-?
in my car. No.
That's wild. Nah.
No,
No, but I
it's
feel like
weird.
if you look for a certain person, they would show up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not just summoning, but looking. Because it's like, oh, if I focus on the white Teslas on the road, I'll look at more white Teslas.
Interesting.
No, but
know what I
it
mean?
wasn't even like that.
Oh, it was
'Cause
just
I didn't
random?
even know the vehicle.
No, that's
Oh.
impossible. That doesn't work for that.
What do you mean?
Because the person is just one person. There's only one of those people in the world. It's not like you can see many of those person.
Okay, yeah.
Those
Right.
person.
Those people.
Sorry.
Is that right? Is that right grammar? I don't know.
Sorry. It didn't sound right.
See, bro, if it was just
It
me and you, I
didn't
would have
sound
let that
I'm
roll.
gonna get in trouble.
She's the grammar
Yeah,
police
no,
fam.
I'm gonna get in trouble. All of your fans are gonna be like, she's annoying.
Nah, it's fine.
Nah,
It's
nah,
fine.
Sorry,
you're good,
guys.
you're good. They love you, actually.
Aw.
Yeah, actually, you're one of the most requested
Yeah,
guests to have
really?
back on. Yeah,
Oh, I'm so happy.
not for real.
Wow.
I think it's because your first episode, you really had a lot of like, oh, we were talking about ghost and shit.
You
And
guys
then
are like,
just,
you better have something to say today.
Nah.
like, I have a gun on the table, like, yo, you better say
You
that.
better say, tell me
Better
a
say that
ghost story right now.
No, but she lives a perfect mysterious life though, because it's like nobody knows what's going on with her. So when she finally appears on camera, that's rare.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
like Sasha actually lives under a rock.
Yeah.
Like she's for real Patrick
No,
Star.
I knew who. What is it?
Oh, Ian.
Ian is.
Oh yeah.
I know the
Everyone
magic
knows that
god.
is now.
Chill, chill, chill.
Ah,
Okay,
Nah.
since you are very disconnected from social media,
Okay.
what's your take on the world right now? And do you
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
changed much since your, I guess, absence from life?
Okay.
Not life, but like social
life.
media.
No. I don't want to say anything and get in trouble.
No,
But
just say
You're good.
everything. Like I
Okay.
want to get you in trouble.
Okay. I definitely think it's not good. Like
Not
I
good.
think
Really?
people, yeah, like the Olympics thing that you guys were just talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
It's like I feel like people are taking their rights or like their free will, I guess you could say, and like just destroying. Like I feel like people are taking for granted like the gifts that
You're already
just-
blessed with.
yeah. Like I just think we're doing too much. I think we have too much and it's like overstimulating, overwhelming, and we're doing too much. That's
What's
what I
what's
think.
like a specific example you think that happens in? Because one of them I could say is honestly food. Like I feel we waste a lot of food.
Oh my gosh, Canada's like number one.
Yeah,
We're like horrible.
Are
or
we actually
something.
number
Or
one in the
like
world?
Number 3, like we're in the top 3.
that's crazy.
I
Because we
think
have
we are.
so much homeless people and
I
we have
know.
so much food wasted. Like straight
I
up just
know.
a whole freaking restaurant, like what do you call it, tray filled, just throw it into the trash.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Even though it's cooked, it's ready, hot, ready,
Yeah.
good food.
Krispy Kreme does that. Whatever's left, they throw it away in the dumpster.
Yeah.
yeah,
you know
like,
you know
why don't
why
they just
though?
go around and give it to people?
Because the reason is if there's
They don't get paid enough.
no, if there's a problem with the food,
Yeah.
and it's given away, they can sue them. But it
Oh,
doesn't
really?
make sense to me because like you're already serving that food anyway.
Anyways.
But it's just a certain amount of time, right?
I get it.
Because it's after closing.
Yeah, I get
which is
it.
dumb. They should just fix the locks.
Yeah.
Who was telling us that story?
Which story?
When we did the like big podcast, the Papa John's. Who was
Oh,
it?
that was him and Josh. The
What,
meat
my
sauce.
meat sauce routine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we have too much food, man.
So funny.
They're just putting shit
You're
on their
like-
pizza.
You were like, I swear it was his lunch or something.
Nah, if you order some obscure thing on the menu, that's what you gotta be careful with.
When you say mystery something, they're like, oh, mystery, all right.
not even mystery stuff though, because ever since I watched the show The Bear.
Oh yeah,
No.
with the
So it's like a chef show pretty much, and he makes food, this and that. But it really got to me where there's certain ingredients they would have a lot of, and certain ingredients that they might just have in the back of the freezer that they
Oh,
never
shit.
use if you
Yeah.
bag it, right?
But that's not bad. If it's in the freezer, it lasts a long time.
Yeah, but who knows how long that. I ordered a hot dog from Coffee Time.
Whoa, they do that?
I guess.
Wait,
so.
wait, like
the
the
heck?
one in the pastries though, like a hot dog bun, like a Filipino.
no, a hot dog.
No. What coffee
is
time is serving you coffee and a
Fam, it's the one. It's literally the one mall with the passport thing, and every other store in there is freaking like a luggage place, a
that's
old ass
crazy.
Wait, where
bookstore.
was this?
Would be,
Would be which?
Damn.
I
I
think.
feel like I know them all. Like,
Yeah, it's where
like a
everybody goes
weird
for their
mall.
passport.
And it's, like,
Literally.
medical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's a dead. It's one
so
of those.
weird.
It's one of those backroom malls that
Yeah.
don't have anything in it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just that one thing
It
you have
kind
to
of
go
looks
to.
like on the border between when you're like in the US and Canada, those like
Yeah.
weird malls. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking-
It's like that. It's like that.
You know those places where it feels as if you traveled into like your past, or you transported back into I don't
Another
know
time
05, like 2005
Yeah.
and shit.
That mall is like that.
Yeah.
It's like so backwards. It's like not updated at all.
I'm really curious to go because I just came back from Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
and all of the cars there are from what?
Oh
the,
yeah, they're old.
the 60s,
Yeah.
something like that, 70s, whatever. But
Yeah, that's cool.
I really want to feel what it feels like to just go back in time, no technology, no nothing, and just see what life would be, and do it for a long enough time.
They
My-
said life is less color, like has less color now though.
Why?
I don't know.
I
People
think
just
so,
you
'cause
think
there's
so?
too much. There's just too much. You can't appreciate anything because, like, even our phones, it's like I won't even wait now a second. Like, if I'm on my phone, something's taking long to load. Like before, when I would first have technology on my iPad, I'd sit there and wait for YouTube to load.
load
Like
it
up. Yeah,
now,
yeah.
like, oh, I've had enough. Like I just,
Yeah, same.
I'm done. Like,
Our attention span just fried up.
Yep.
yeah, it's so sad.
But do you think that's weird though, that it's less colorful even though there's more colors, more stuff to look at?
I know what you mean.
Right?
But you know, okay, something I noticed is like before I got a job, right? This is such a silly example.
Yeah.
But I like didn't have any clothes really, right?
Mhm.
So I was just finding things in my parents' like closets or whatever and making my own outfits. And I'd be like, wow, like that was fun. Now it's like I have so much clothes and like some of them are like the same that it's just like overwhelming and like not exciting. So I feel like that's the same thing as like the color concept where it's just like we have so many of the same color in like different shades that it's just like not even exciting anymore.
I got called out for that because I got so much clothes, but I only wear like 3 outfits. You know what I mean?
You
It's like
do only wear like 3 outfits.
Yeah,
I've
because I
bagged
have
that.
too many. Because it's like I don't want to every day like put on something new. You know, I know this works. Let me just go out.
But your style, I would say there's pieces that won't go with each other.
I know, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because
so.
that streetwear style, it's like some things can't go with some things. But if you go on like a tone of instead of the a tone or like an aesthetic,
Yeah.
you just go straight for the color or shade.
Yeah.
It's
easy.
easier.
You can put
way
everything
easier,
together,
That's what
yeah.
you do, right? Because
Yeah.
I always see it's just the same outfits, but it looks different.
It's different, it's slightly different. It's just like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
pants goes with every shirt. This shirt goes with every pants. Boom.
Alright.
But I
I'm
think,
safe.
yeah, no, but I think that's the point of the like overwhelming thing that's going on is that people are getting so overwhelmed. Like now it's going back to like old times. Like we're looking for like monochromatic or like simple clothing. Like now it's all about like your staple pieces, like your white t-shirt, black t-shirt, jeans. Like people are going back to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get it,
yeah.
I get it,
Yeah, like it's not, I don't know, maybe I'm like, I haven't been updated with social media, but from what I've seen, like going outside, it's like people are going back to like the more simple.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would see that.
Yeah.
I say
You know
that's
what I mean? Like the aesthetic is like going back to like romanticism instead of like
Honestly, all of the styles right now, it feels vintage. Everything feels
Yeah.
vintage. But it's because we brought everything back.
Yeah.
And
Which
it's
is-
not because it's like something new.
Yeah, and that always happens. I think the fashion industry is recycled. Like it's just like
Yeah, it's going back.
From a
yeah.
girl's perspective, though, do you think there's a certain style that kind of appeals and makes guys more attractive? Or is it just up to, I guess, like,
Swag.
yeah, just the way they put it on?
Yeah.
I feel like
Because I feel like most guys think that's a thing.
what?
No?
What?
Like certain
They,
aesthetics.
they'll jump onto like certain like they'll
aesthetics
dress.
make them more attractive.
Yeah.
I
because
think
of that.
girls do the same thing because there's something called like coquette and grunge.
What is
coquette,
that?
yeah,
What is
coquette, like
coquette?
Or coquette.
Coquette, yeah.
What's coquette?
So, I think it's just very
Hella girly. Like
Oh.
bows,
It's like-
bows.
Isn't that
bows
like a
and
potato
frills.
thing?
No.
Never mind. Potato. I thought that was like a potato dish.
Just
no?
saying red.
What potato? Like
I
dress
swear to
up
God, it's a potato.
Like dress up potato?
No, it's like a potato dish. Never mind. Okay, so what's the other like you're saying?
Coquette.
Oh, like grunge. Like there's just different. I feel like, but that's just how life works. Like I feel like the emo boys. Sorry.
Oh,
will go with,
emo
like- will
emo
look for the
boys look for the emo girls
like-
dressed like an emo guy.
yeah.
Okay,
And
that
that's
makes sense.
what
I was in that emo phase in high school. I remember that. Just straight black. I used to have like my hair like this.
But that's in. But I would say right now, you can't mess up.
Yeah, you can.
You can't mess
There's
up.
everything's.
I
in.
feel like everything's in.
But that's what I mean. It's because we're so like there's just too much going on that it's like everything is just like it could be seen as a good thing, but I think it's just like it's confusing for people, especially like younger people. I feel like they're like, which one do I?
What do you want to see changed in the world then? If like you could just snap your finger and then boom, society's a little bit like this now because I want it to be that way. What would you do?
Maybe more mindful, like just being more mindful. Like I feel.
What do you
like
mean by that? Like,
I feel like we're just mindless. You don't think so?
you
I
mean
kinda-
sound like a
I think
negative
she's
Nancy,
like she's
but-
like talking like how we just on autopilot. Is that what you mean?
like
Yeah.
not thinking deeper? You mean?
Yeah, but I obviously you guys know me. I think a little too deep sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because us three, I would say we think deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we'll say something and other people are probably like, "What?" Like remember that one time we were on the podcast and we were like upstairs and downstairs and the basement.
Even
was a
though
little too
even though
deep.
it sounds stupid, it gets deep though,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
is stupidity actually stupidity if it
No,
actually
no.
leads to some truth,
Nah, we're
I
just
don't think
mindful.
so.
Yeah.
right?
I think it's just being mindful, and I think people are being trained to move fast paced. That we're being told like if you're being mindful, you're being stupid. Like if you're being mindful, you're being mindless.
That's a bar actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's true. Because when people feel uncomfortable, sometimes I would see some really informative content online, and I look at the comments, and people are like, "Oh, he's yapping.
Yeah.
But whatever the person was saying was actually really, really insightful. But it's weird that the urge to just cancel it all out and just say, "Oh, it's not." Like,
There's
why
like
is that a thing?
There's like a scale, like you know the personality types, like your emotions, like IIPE or
Yeah,
or your-
ENFP,
yeah,
yeah.
ENFP or something. I realize what mine is because like when I meet new people, I'm too focused on their emotions. Like I consider their
Okay,
emotions
you're too intuitive.
too into it.
To
Yeah.
the point
What-
where it's like you're not even paying attention. I'm like that too. Like overly
Yeah.
sensitive. Sorry, like overly sensitive to like what other people are feeling.
Yeah, and this is when I found it out. When I was in Hawaii, nobody was paying attention to the guy that was doing the safety instruction, and I
Yeah.
felt so bad for him. You know what I mean? Because everybody was not that's important, fam.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking too deep. Like I like let me show that I'm listening, that so you see me, so you don't
That
feel
you
bad.
know that I care.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like just now when you're like, oh, you need a fidget. You need
Yeah,
a
yeah,
fidget.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's
No,
like
I try to make everyone as comfortable as possible
Yeah.
because if
'Cause
I see
you
someone
know
like
what it feels
uncomfortable,
like.
it's fucked. Like I
Yeah.
get the ick, bro.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Like leave it down below if you know that, like EFP or whatever.
Are you the same way?
Yeah.
Really?
Or if I feel like somebody feels like say they, like I think I know what they're feeling, so I'll say it so that they don't feel like.
Do you think you have a good grasp with people though to do that? Because you have to have a good grasp with people. 'Cause you can't just be throwing shit out there like, oh, well, you look thirsty.
I know that is kind of crazy, right? Like she just assumes.
Yeah, like
Wait, what?
like someone's like, I had a great sleep. I'm like, you look real exhausted.
No, but what you did earlier
What?
you was really, really like you're paying attention.
Oh yeah, the walking.
Yeah, because I was just walking normally, and then Sasha goes, I noticed you really don't lift your
Yeah,
feet off.
I've never bagged that, bro.
And I never
tell
bagged
you-
it. You had me like guessing my life. Like, am I walking weird?
Bro, why are you in the washroom? He's like, yo, Gavin, walk. Let me see how you walk. He started overthinking.
Oh, sorry.
No,
didn't mean
like,
to
I was
do
just
that.
curious, though.
No, that's not what I mean. That's more like an observation. But I'm talking about like emotional, like you don't want someone to feel like they're not seen to, or like that you don't. Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel like you guys weren't seen as kids though?
That
No,
just
I
got
was-
so serious.
I was pretty seen. I was the first
Yeah.
born child, so
True,
they
true.
put like a lot of energy into me.
What do you think triggers that? Because I was never that.
I think
Like
it's
as fucked as that
Maybe
sounds.
it is because you're cared so much that you just want to care for others. It might be that.
I wouldn't say I'm neglected though. I would just say like,
Yeah.
like you want to save someone from like a negative emotion
Feeling
or
something.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my sister, she has this habit. She's not being mean,
Yeah.
but like we'll be in public and like she'll be like looking at someone and they could see her looking at her and she'll like whisper. She'll be like blah blah blah. But like
Gonna play,
it'll
gonna
be
play.
it'll be her being like, oh, I like their shoes or something.
Mm.
And then I'll make sure that person knows that she wasn't talking bad. I'll be like, oh, you like their shoes? Because I don't want them to feel like, oh, she was talking about me. But I noticed that not everybody like picks up on things like
I
that.
would tell her to like, go say it to them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
why are we so shy to give somebody a good or positive
Yeah.
emotion?
It's not always positive what she's saying, but like when it's like that, it's if it's something bad, I'm like,
Oh, it's something bad sometimes? Okay, that's different.
No, but you're right with the compliments though, because it's like so rare to get
Yeah.
a stranger from a compliment from a stranger. But when it happens,
you feel
Best
Yo,
so
feeling.
that
good.
could save somebody's life.
no, dead
Yeah.
ass.
If you bag it, like somebody could be on the edge,
Yeah.
ready
And
to
then-
go.
yeah.
And then you just say, yo, I like your kicks. And they go,
Yeah.
oh, really? Thank you.
Oh,
And then they just, get uplifted and they
Yeah.
decide life is worth living.
It's true. It's so weird. Like, at the end of the day, your people are your people. Like, you see your people the most. But it's weird the interactions you can have with strangers. It just goes to show that actually every single human being is interlinked. Like, we're all connected, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, one thing you can say to someone, it's like they'll remember forever. Like, I remember I was a little kid and I was at the pet store
Yeah.
and I fell. And there was like a figure standing beside me, and I thought it was my dad because they had like the same presence. It was just like a big male, and I like grabbed his hand to get up, and I looked up, and he was like, "You okay?" And I never forgot that. I was like, "Wow, that's so nice." Like some random
Like core
person that-
memories.
Yeah, core
yeah.
memories. Yeah.
There's weird like core memories that live in my brain that aren't important at all. Like it's just
Yeah.
some dumb stuff.
Yeah, that's
Right?
so true. Like really dumb. Like I'm like, why do I remember that?
Like why do I remember that so clearly? And it
Yeah.
was just it's almost as if you in a Twitch stream you click like
Oh,
clip.
the clip, and you see it back.
Yeah. And like you clip that moment for whatever reason you trigger it.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the movie Inception?
Yeah.
No.
What?
It's
No?
the
No, I
one
haven't.
where he's in a dream.
Oh wait,
within
someone's
a
looking
dream.
at. Oh no, that's not Inception.
No, with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay,
No,
so
I haven't.
So pretty much in the movie, what happens is they use dreams to manipulate people.
Okay.
So I would go into your dream, search through your subconscious, and then extract information from you. So if I wanted to get your freaking Instagram password, I would
just
make
going
you
to my
go in a dream that's where we're watching TV, and I tell you, oh, you got to put in your code
Yeah.
to access the TV. And then the code you put in because it's subconscious is your password.
Okay.
And I extract that information from you.
Okay, bet. So what were you saying?
No, I was saying like.
Inception.
Okay, yeah, Inception. But what was I saying about it? I can't remember. What were we talking about before the Inception?
Core memories.
Core memories, yeah.
No, okay, yeah, this is kind of random, but you know how there's like the idea of the kick in the movie where it's like the kick where it's like either
You wake you up.
they wake you
Yeah.
up, but it's like you're falling.
Mm-hmm.
What do you get that feeling when you're dreaming? Like when you're falling asleep and then you like feel like you're falling.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Or like you
You like
fall off
jolt.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
I just like that feeling. There's no reason for me to talk about it. I was just wondering if it
Like
actually
twitching?
happens.
Twitching during your thing? Yeah,
like
I do
when
that.
you're like, oh, I'm awake. Like and then you go back to sleep.
I have a bad habit. Like it's like I don't know if it's REM or anything, but when I'm sleeping on the airplane and I'm about to go to sleep, something twitches, but I twitch bad. So like I hit, like
You hit?
I like jolt so bad that I hit the guy next to me. I'm like, oh fuck, my bad.
Damn.
Yeah. Like I twitch.
You're sleeping, just knock somebody out. Like, oh,
It's like you being like.
I do what you do. Who's this? To the other guy next to me. No, but I twitch bad.
I mean, you had dreams of fighting people, right?
Yeah.
You know when you fight in a dream, why is it
I've
all?
never fought someone.
Never?
Oh, one time.
Why is everything so like weak and soft? Like you can't actually do anything.
No, that's not true.
No.
Like when you're running, do you guys not have jiggly legs and stuff?
Okay, the running one, yeah, but fighting one, I actually
No.
feel that shit. Like I actually
No,
wake up.
Yeah, I had a dream that I was working at a school and we were outside in the playground and some like bad guy came.
Oh,
And he
shit.
was trying to come like kidnap a kid or something.
Yeah.
And I like ended his life. Like I was stabbing
Oh
him.
shit.
Yeah. Sorry, it just got really dark. But I remember the feeling because it was.
Why do you
it
think
was
you had that
soft.
dream though?
I don't know, but it was weird. Like I could feel, like I feel like I know what it's like to you know.
Oh, I had a crazy dream
Yeah?
recently.
What was it?
What?
And it's one of those dreams where it feels as if you had a vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had a dream because I'm editing and shooting bare content for, you know, my Instagram reels. I had a dream. I was doing that in the dream. Now, I try to leave a little bit of like faith in it, and I always say like God and stuff, right? And a dark voice says something crazy to me. It's wild though, because it makes so much fucking sense. So, a dark voice said, "Yeah, I say God too, so they love me more.
I see. Wait, say it again.
I say God too, so
Oh.
they love me more. So they love me more." And it was a dark voice.
But I feel like you've told me before that you've heard a dark voice. like,
That's
in your dream.
fuck.
Get it though? You get it though?
No. I just bagged what that means.
Yeah.
Wait, I say God too, and they love me more.
So they love me.
love me
So they
more.
love me more. Cause you like talk about you love me.
No, like
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking,
So
because
check
it's
this
like-
out.
okay.
Because some people would use their content in that sense to get their, you know, their attention or their their affection onto them type of thing. Now, if you were like an enemy and you were trying to deceive everybody else, you know, the evil, you would try to use what?
Yeah, so if you didn't know, like in a lot of our podcasts now, like this year, we talk a lot about God and we try to preach God to our followers. And that makes sense. That makes sense for you.
So
So who do you think the dark voice is?
the evil one,
No,
other one.
obviously it's evil, but it's like why is
the
it
devil, yo.
Yeah.
the other one?
You get it?
Yeah.
Because you can imagine, I hate to use it, but like Kanye West.
Did you see what they did with him now?
I heard, yo, that's
No,
crazy.
Wait,
that's
what happened? I thought
think
Kanye
they-
loves God.
No.
Yeah,
it's-
we thought that too.
It's not.
but
No,
like,
it's not about that. It's like the doctor that he was supposedly with got him addicted to whippets. So
No,
he
it's
could-
not whippets. It's nitrous oxide.
Oh, no, nitrous oxide. So he can
the
never
dentist,
like.
he's a dentist.
Yeah, but did you see the dentist? He has tats on his shit. Like that's not a dentist.
I
That
didn't
is not
see
a
the dentist,
dentist.
no.
No, fam, that's not a dentist. He's big and scrawny. He has tattoos everywhere. Fam, that's a ploy to get Kanye out of there.
So what happened was there's this guy who was really close to Kanye, almost like one of his closest friends, and he went out to the FBI and all of these pretty much the authorities to tell that this guy, this dentist, purposely got Kanye addicted to nitrous oxide so that they can take advantage of him.
Look, this is what the shit guy looks like.
That's him?
Yeah.
That is okay. We don't want to judge books by, you know. the cover.
Come on,
Okay,
bro.
yo.
This is a guy from Cartel, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is tats. I have tats too,
Yeah,
but
I
you
know.
know, I get you. I
But
get
you're a
you.
Like, he was
podcaster, bro.
like-
You're not.
He's offended.
No, I get you though, but still,
Yeah.
I wouldn't discriminate like, oh, dentists with tattoos. But what happened is still fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's been happening to a lot of celebrities, is because you can imagine even somebody that's just really busy in their life, if you just do a little bit of this where they're not looking because their attention's somewhere else, they won't account for that little thing that you're doing might be detrimental to them in 5 years, 10 years, whatever it may be. What if like he's manipulating, this is not even a what if, this is what he actually did. He was trying to take money from him, millions of dollars, boom, 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 make him go this route, use my cousin's brand so that you blah, 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 blah. And that's how it goes down.
But you know what I heard though? I heard that, you know, down there, that person was a singer.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
So it connects to music because you can imagine.
And now, like, it's so evil. The music industry is like actually.
It's probably the most evil out of any industry, I would say.
It is so scary. Like all of them, you see them all like switching, like flipping and turning, and it's just creepy.
I think one of the scariest things for me was realizing what happened to Elvis.
What happened? I thought
You didn't hear what happened to Elvis?
constipated.
No, well, he got manipulated by his manager to only perform in Vegas for the rest of his life.
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
same show for the rest of his life.
Oh shit.
Same song, same show.
Oh,
rest
Like
of
same
his life.
times too?
He did it exact same
yeah.
every single night. Boom, 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 boom for the
That's
rest of his life until he died.
You can see though, like in them, like they're not
Maliciousness.
not even malicious, but they're like what? Like they're like robotic,
Oh, you mean
like singers,
artist.
Like the artists.
To be fair though, a lot of people said every single time he did it though was amazing. But that's Elvis being Elvis.
That's
you
just
know?
the talent. That's just the talent, but you know.
Why do you think music is the one though? Why do you think music is?
Because it's how we communicate to, like, you can communicate to a lot of people with it.
Yeah.
Like, you can get to people with it. Like, haven't you heard or noticed, like, I heard someone saying that if you, like, you know how we randomly will blurt out a song lyric?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's, like, related to your subconscious.
Oh,
apparently.
really?
Which makes a lot of sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
Because sometimes I'll say something and now I'm more like conscious of it, like more mindful of it. And I'm like, oh, I know why I'm singing that. Like it relates to this.
Really?
Like, this thought.
No, I think if something's just catchy, it's just catchy.
No,
Because there's some,
that too.
there's some shit
is
that I
there's
say.
some- They
No.
told me long ago on the road. You know what I mean? That shit is catchy.
There is that, but there's also like I can't remember. I can't think of a certain one, but it's like there's so many times where it like actually relates to like how I'm feeling. about
Oh, how
something.
you're feeling.
Yeah, like I'll say it over and over again. I don't realize I'm like, oh, like I actually pay attention.
So do you
to
think the song made you feel like that?
No, it's just a feeling that I've already had, but I've related that feeling to that song because it like connects, and then I just associate it with that.
Okay, I have a theory. Because I think this is actually true. So back in high school, when X was huge, I wanted to be sad
Oh, yeah.
so that I could feel the music.
Juice WRLD too.
Juice WRLD, same thing. You wanted to feel their sadness. You wanted to feel their emotion because it was so, I don't know, it felt good.
Yeah.
Like it deadass felt good when you're in that frequency with them. But what happens to you is wherever you are, you take yourself down to that.
Yeah.
Now, in the same sense, you can imagine how much people you meet or how much people you're, I guess, inspired by. And you would take yourself down to that so that you can, you know, understand them or be on the same level as them or frequency.
Because I think that's what like being human is, like trying to connect with as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about you guys, but when we were kids or when you're younger, one of the biggest problems we'd have with like friends is like, oh, you're making it about yourself. Like you say something and they're like, oh, that happened to me when blah blah blah. And when you're a kid, you're like, oh, okay, well now like my mom would say something like that and I'm like, well, I was trying to tell you this and now you're telling me about your life. But it's literally natural. Like human beings use that to connect to each other. Like they try to relate. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that like music like that, we want to relate to that artist and we'll like put ourselves in that place.
But I think that's what they want to happen though. Because
it sets you up.
Yeah, because if X was a ploy in this whole thing and that was his job, he
Yeah.
probably did good. Because you know how much people that
Oh, that's crazy though.
He got like people probably they didn't even want to be depressed. They were probably depressed. Just because the suicide, and you're just hearing that in your
Yeah,
ear
I
every
know.
day. Suicide, come on, bro.
I
Like,
know
what?
but it sounds so good.
Yeah,
right?
it
Like-
sounds
know.
blessed, but like, come on, music is addicting, and once you hear it so many times,
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why it's used, I think. Because it's so addictive and
Yeah.
it's so like, do you know what I mean?
because if aliens came down right now, I don't think it would be harder to talk with them and then just play a song.
That's true. Like
You
we
know what I
could,
mean?
if you could just communicate something in
Yeah,
one thing.
I'm playing like a calm song, so they just calm down. They would probably feel the
They would-
vibration.
yeah. They would
Yeah.
be like, oh, okay, they're okay.
Yeah, but if they play like NBA YoungBoy, oh, fuck, we should. They should.
Oh, I have a crazy question for you.
Yeah.
It might sound it might sound stupid, but you think if I were to just be quiet and try to express my energy to you, would you be able to understand me?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's
Probably,
a very
yeah.
personal.
I
yeah,
think you
that-
would be able to,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
I feel that you could only do that once you have a connection with someone.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Yeah. You can't be. Imagine you're on the bus with a stranger. Like,
No, because I deadass think that. I deadass think you could almost give somebody a sense of yourself just being there.
you can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. They say something about a presence. Like that person has a presence. Like.
Okay, now check this out. Ready? So remember what I said? There's an angel always. Sometimes you can't see the angel though. Now, what they say is, if there's evil people in the world, it might not be the person that's evil themselves, but it's the spirit that's with them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You get me?
Because people who end up in like mental homes and like my aunt used to serve at a mental institution and she said it's so weird because some of those people she said like had way better qualities than herself.
Oh,
Like
shit.
they could literally be like a killer, but she's like, oh, that person was like good in this way and that way. So I think it's like, because some things like, I used to work in foster care and this girl, like, that's the first time I was ever like, oh my goodness, like that is not her. Like she is being
There's something
taken
else
over.
there.
Like there is, like it was, even the people who were not spiritual or religious, like my coworkers,
They would say the same thing.
they were like, there's something inside of her. Like it was crazy, or there's something with her. Like, cause
That's
it was like the
wild.
movies, like what you see, like
Like an exorcism type of thing.
Yeah, we'd have to like hold her down and like.
Oh,
restrain
that's
her.
crazy.
Yeah.
have you seen those like documentaries with like the tribes, like the cannibalist tribes, like they just go crazy when they see like a human in front of them?
Yeah.
It's fucked. Like
I know.
I feel like that is another energy like that they're just possessing and they're trying to get it off.
What I think what it is though, it's because, do you think what happens is every single good energy there has to be a counterbalance of it?
Yeah.
Like another.
Okay, so what I'm saying is like, think about it this way. If I were to become a superhero
Yeah.
and I become this hero to everyone in the world, there's gonna be a supervillain. Do you think that would happen? Or do you think I could just go around, oh, I'm the superhero,
nah.
boom,
No,
boom,
there
boom, boom,
isn't.
There would be a
No.
hater out there.
There'd be somebody that tries to step up and be the opposite of that.
I was just that's just the natural way of life because I was reading Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Literally in the very beginning, it's like dark and light. Like it's literally said that there's dark and light. And do you think God is symbolic? Like, do you think he's someone who's like, guys, read between the lines?
I really think
Or
that.
not
Yeah.
someone, but God. Like,
I think that's true.
I think he's like that.
I swear all the parables are to read between the lines because it's not direct.
It's not direct.
Yeah, it's never direct.
All because that's the way parables are made, right?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a simple story, but something deep
Yeah, you're
behind it.
supposed to- yeah.
Now, my theory on what the world is, I might have said this before, I don't know, but my theory is everybody's life is a parable. And that's the point of your life, my life.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be parables for each other.
Yeah, I think we're all always connected.
I'm supposed to know about so-and-so's hardship so that I can take that information and see what I want to do.
Yeah.
Or give that information to somebody else and help them live a better life. Or we're supposed to help the person with the hardship together, right?
Yeah.
I have a question. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I took
Yeah, you're
notes
good,
with
you're
it. But no, yeah. In Genesis, do you guys know what's his name? Joseph the Dreamer.
No, who's that?
No.
What? You don't know the story? You have to. If you know
I
Prince of
might.
Egypt, there's another one.
Oh, yeah. The one of the
brothers and
coats.
The coat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and all the brothers were jealous of him.
hmm
He was the youngest brother,
hmm
and the dad liked him the best.
Surprisingly, I don't know it too well, but continue.
Yeah, you have to. You have
I
to
know a
watch
bit
that
of
movie.
it. Yeah, I know.
Sorry, but no, I was saying that in the Bible. So I was doing some research, and it was saying that do not interpretations belong to God. So it's like when you dream,
hmm
like everything belongs to God. But then if you're getting deep about it, it's like interpretations.
Because the
you're-
way we interpret things might not necessarily be the right way. That's what you're saying.
No, but it's still. That's the thing. Okay, you know what? Something that confused me though
What?
is like you know how Jesus is Christ, like he's
Yeah.
God, but then they tell us that like God is within us, which I feel like when I pray, I feel like I can
Yeah.
feel like God like in my chest. You know what I mean?
hmm
So I'm saying like, this is gonna sound bad, but it's like I know there's obviously a difference. Jesus is God's son, but then we all say we're God's children.
Yeah.
So my thing is, let me look at this.
But Jesus did say we will be the children of God.
Yeah.
He did say that.
Yeah, he did say that, but it's just a little confusing. I'm like it doesn't make
Okay.
me question. Yeah.
Question for you guys.
Okay.
Do you think when we interpret something, for example, the dream, it's interpreted that way for us? That's what God wanted us to interpret it that way.
That's what I'm saying. That's my question.
Do you think it's supposed to be interpreted that way on purpose? So, because you can imagine God knows us, right? He knows like how we live, our interests, blah, blah, blah.
He knows
blah.
how we interpret things.
Exactly. So me seeing a red cup, and once upon a time, me and my Lola would always share a hot chocolate with this red cup. What's it gonna remind me of? My Lola.
Yeah.
So do you think he'll put that red cup, even not showing her?
Yeah, because he's
get me?
very purposeful, right? Obviously, that's another thing. Like, obviously, if we both see that red cup, you're gonna see something totally
I'm gonna
different,
see something
and
different,
I'm gonna
yeah.
see something different.
True.
So,
Yeah.
like,
You know what's interesting about that? Because going to the dream thing with Inception, it is our subconscious that tries to give us an answer with it, right? I think it's purposed that way for us to understand it. Because if a dream is made and we can't understand it at all, what's the point of us making that dream? You get me though?
yeah, that's why I think there's always meaning to dreams, and I've been proven right. Like not trying to say it, but like
No, we believe that.
yeah,
too,
like I've dreamt things, and it's like it actually happens, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I
wait,
dreamt
actually
that.
happens in real life?
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
dreamt
I'm
So
that.
you can predict the future with the dreams.
Okay,
No,
I
there's
don't
no
want to say
way.
that. I don't want to say that, but there's times where I've had a dream
Yeah.
and then it happens in real life.
Like what?
Like a lot of times pregnancy.
Oh,
Which is
really?
weird. Yeah, which
Whoa.
is weird.
That's interesting.
Or like I'll be like, I'll dream that it's a boy or something, and I'm like, I feel like you're gonna have a
Oh,
boy, and then it's like
shit.
they're like, I'm having a boy.
Yo, I heard this story.
Yeah.
This mother, she went to go do her ultrasound to get the pregnancy like test, right? To see if it's a boy or girl. And she was in the waiting room talking to her daughter, her eldest daughter. She's around, I think like 10, 9. And she says, oh, so what do you think? Is it gonna be a boy or a girl? And you know what the eldest daughter said?
What?
She said, oh, that baby's not gonna live. He's gonna go to heaven.
Damn.
He said he's gonna go to heaven, right?
Oh, so she
That's
knew
what.
it
That's
was a
what.
boy.
Yeah, she knew it was a boy.
That's like heaven is for real.
And check this out.
Yeah.
And the mother was like so taken aback. What do you mean? Or why are you saying that? Don't say that, right? And then she said, no, it's okay. Like it's supposed to be. He's gonna go to heaven. Time goes by. It didn't like the baby didn't make it.
Oh shit.
And she was right. The eldest daughter predicted what was happening.
But they say children are usually the closest to, like, they are the middle. Like, they will, like,
They're the bridge to the
they are
spiritual.
the bridge to the spiritual realm. Like, so I feel like that's
Do you think it has to do with innocence? Because check this out, right? I feel as if the more good you do and the more innocent you are, and the more we follow what we're supposed to do spiritually, the more like these interesting mysteries pop into your life. But the times you live bad, I feel it's straight up, this is what life is.
So you're not exposed to the bad?
Not that.
feel
I'm
like-
not saying that.
okay.
I'm saying the mysterious shit, the spiritual stuff, it's almost more, you're susceptible to it more. If that makes sense to you.
I kind of understand that because it's like, okay, with all the evil stuff, God's put that in our like thing. Like we're to be honest, He doesn't control us. Like it's out here
did
for
that.
us.
Like, Adam
Yeah.
and Eve did that. That's,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, now this is a great example just to explain it better.
Okay.
Every single person that you've met that said they see spirits, are they good or bad?
Bad.
Really?
Yeah. Did you not remember the episode of fucking Hella Spirits?
I guess so, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But interesting.
Because like spirits are sometimes good and sometimes bad. But if that person does always seek bad spirits,
I've never seen spirits.
But are they a bad person though?
no, they're not a bad person, but they hold bad energy for sure.
Yeah, I would.
So it
agree.
doesn't matter if you're a bad or good person.
No.
Or maybe it does matter that you see good or bad spirits.
I would agree, because remember my weird stories I've told you in the past,
About
like the weird ones after. Remember you like forbid me from doing those readings. And I honestly have been kind of like, I don't want to do them. And
Wait,
I haven't
why?
done
Why?
them. Remember?
Okay, say it again.
You don't remember?
No.
Okay. In like the first podcast, we talked about it.
Yeah.
But I was doing those tarot readings.
Oh, okay.
And I remember like I would always pray and I would always be like, you know, like I know it's still not good, but I'd be like, God, can you like
help with the
help
reading?
me, like tell me a message or something like to tell this person
Yeah.
or like something they should know. Like, and they would be praying on it too, or they'd also be like, okay, yeah, like please, you know. And we would both like I would tell that person like any like family members, like your grandparents, anything, like just tell them to like guard you or like be here for you, right? And I would always do that and they were never bad. And then there are some people that I did it for that weren't religious and actually had hatred towards religion. So I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna like pray and I would like hold a rosary or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, like no, like don't do that or like, you know, like frick that kind of thing.
Whoa, really?
Yeah,
And
like
then what
very
happened?
like, oh my goodness, Carlos, I didn't tell you about this.
Nah.
I definitely did, but I was waking up like every day at 3 a.m. like every day for like longer than 2 weeks, like a bit longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so basically what happened was I did the reading for her and I kept saying I have a bad feeling. And I always do it in the same spot, like on my bed. Like I don't do it anymore, okay? So I'm talking
Yeah, I was
about it like
gonna
I
say.
still do it. No, I don't do it. But I do it right where I sleep. Like I sit with my legs crossed, like right where my head is and they sit like this. And so I was just like, ugh, like I feel like
You
a
feel
weary
something's
feeling.
wrong.
Just something's wrong. And she was just going through a lot at the time, so it was just she was very negative. And basically like after the reading it was like weird. And like we both, you know, when like it's just not good energy when you spend time with someone and you're like super dead after and you're like what just happened, like kind of like weird feeling. Yeah, like a weary feeling. So that was how I was feeling and I was like, I'm just gonna shower and go to bed, like I just feel weird. And I went to bed and then I woke up at like 3 something. And it was like something woke me up and I was just staring like right in that spot. I was like, like this is
Oh, there's
weird.
something there?
Yeah, like just a weird feeling. Like something like is like standing like
Oh, shit.
like over my bed like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is so scary. Like, and at that time, like now I know you just say like, yeah, God has me. Like, I don't care. And then they just like leave you alone.
yeah.
But at that time, I would just get more fearful, like more scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, please leave me alone, like getting scared. And then I fell asleep. And then she called me at 5 a.m., the girl that I did it for.
Yeah.
And she was like scream crying on the phone. And she was like, Sasha, like my
What
back is
the-
burning.
Oh,
Like it hurts so bad.
Back
And
is
her
burning?
parents came into the room and took a picture.
Yeah.
And she had like, there's no way she did it to herself. Like big scratches from like the base of her neck all the way down to like,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
What?
And then what happened was their family in their living room, they have like 3 shelves. It's a small family. It's just her and her parents.
Yeah.
And each family member has a shelf. So like her dad, her mom, her. All of her stuff when she walked past went like flying off, like just
Damn.
fell off. And she was like, "Don't be scared of me, guys."
So you think there was a hex or something?
There was some weird thing, and ever since that, I woke up like every day at the same time to the point where I didn't even have to look at my phone. I knew what time it was,
And you
I
would
was
wake
just
up that
sleeping with
time.
my parents. I was just like, "Nope, I'm not doing this." Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how you know it gets serious when you gotta go to your
So
parents.
you have to be careful with the spiritual
Yeah,
stuff.
I
That's
don't.
why.
I'm totally like not.
Do you have a third eye or
involved
no?
with-
I don't think
She
I asked
does.
you. Oh,
Third eye.
like a third eye, like you
Like
can
you
see
can
spirits.
yeah.
I can't see them.
Oh, okay.
I can't see them, but I
Or like just-
definitely
yeah.
like could feel them.
Okay.
Like
I think you do.
definitely.
Oh, okay.
Definitely can feel them. Like when my grandma passed away, she was a bit on the bigger side for her like size, like her height. She was like 5'6" and she weighed 300 pounds. Like she was unhealthy. And when she passed away, I was sleeping with my mom because my dad was in Sri Lanka and there was a lot happening.
Yeah.
And so I was sleeping with her and she was sick, so that's when my dad went. And I heard my mom get the call that my grandma had passed away. But I'm not good at like comforting people or dealing with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of just like slipped away. Like I was like, and I went to my room,
Mm-hmm.
but I also felt like I was being summoned to my room. Like something was like I felt
Oh,
like I
like
was being
go
told,
there.
go to your room.
Yeah.
So I went to my room and I was just laying there and I was like, someone's gonna come. Like something is gonna come. And I knew it was gonna be my grandma. And so she always, every time, she was very big, right? And my dad has the same habit, but when they sleep, they put their leg on you. Like I used to sleep with my grandma every time she'd come to Canada. And I was like laying down and it was always in the same spot, like right above my kneecaps. That's where she would put her leg.
Put her leg.
And I felt like a big, cold, heavy presence like on my bed. Like, you know when you're sleeping, like you're half awake and somebody climbs into bed next to you?
Yeah.
Like you could feel it, but you're sleeping. Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Like you're
Like,
aware of the like
someone's in the room with you.
pressure
Yeah, I
of the
get you.
bed. Yeah. So I felt like felt her getting onto the bed, and then I felt like a coldness right above my kneecaps, like a weird,
Whoa.
heavy coldness. And I knew it was her, and then I just was like, okay, I'll go to bed. I wasn't scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just like weird. I was just like, that's weird.
That's interesting because me, I would be frightened. I'd be like, what the heck is going on?
No, when I know when my grandparents are visiting me. Like, I definitely know. When it's other things, I'm like, But now I don't get scared.
What do you think is the scariest one that's happened to you?
The scariest one
Yeah.
was definitely when I was doing the reading.
Okay.
Because I feel like I called upon spirits that I had no idea was there. My house also backs up right onto a forest. And I just know there's like plenty full of things in there. I just know.
You sense it? Like you
Yeah,
feel it?
and also I was walking around in there one day and someone was like, oh, this is like actually an old burial ground for like the First Nations.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Actually.
Wait, when she called you at 5, was she like, oh, Sasha'S, I sensed something that you were doing something, or was it like
No,
just
I was
screaming?
sleeping.
Crying, fam.
I was
She
out.
was
I was
crying?
sleeping, and she called. This was 5 a.m. the next day that she came over the day prior, and I woke up that
That's
night
wild.
at 3, and then she called me at 5.
So like, you know how what you said before is like, oh, can we communicate without like even being there or just like through thing? Because I've always heard these stories, like especially family, like there was moms that knew when their kid was hurt.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I mean?
heard stuff like
And
that.
it's crazy, yeah.
I heard.
Because
stuff
I've
like
I've
that.
had that one before too. I don't. Did I say it on the podcast when before my grandma passed, I knew to give her 2 hugs because I left. I
Oh,
gave her
that's so
1 hug.
sad.
I left, but then I was like, no, this might be the last time. So I
That's so
hugged her
sad,
again,
fam.
and then that night she passed.
Damn.
It's true though. Moms do have a
Moms,
weird,
yeah. I've heard
Yeah.
so many mom
Because
stories.
sometimes, like, I was having like stomach issues, and I was like, oh, like in my head, I was like, I really want like bone broth because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be really good, like the collagen and stuff.
Mm.
And like that day, that after work, she showed up with bone broth, and I was like, did I tell you I wanted this? And she's like, no, I just thought you needed it. I was like,
Wow.
I was like, that's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
And she
they
does
know.
that all the time. Like
Yeah.
all the time. Like it's weird. Like the littlest things. I'm like, I'm so thirsty. And she'll like come to her room. She's like, do you want some water? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I feel like I can't, like, if I'm sad, my mom will know I'm sad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I have urges to call people at certain times and then I call them.
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
never express like, oh, thanks for calling me. Except you. You're the only one that has ever done that. But it's funny because maybe because of my family, they're that way.
Intuitive,
I
yeah.
explained this before.
Yeah.
But they don't show emotion. Like even if they're going through shit, they won't show it.
Yeah.
But I would have urges to call them. And it felt as if like, yeah, this is a good time to call, but they would never say it. You know? So I don't know for sure if it's
if it was like they
Yeah.
needed it.
if they needed it or not.
Yeah, I never know, like, whenever you go through something, yeah, it's just like the same.
Yeah.
It's until you tell me after. And I've been hanging around you since, like, what, high school? And I
Yeah.
still can't tell. It's just you're so good at
It'll
it.
be like a conversation, like regular, and then it's all of a sudden, like,
Yeah.
she's just
So
like,
when you
oh.
actually call me for something and it's actually deep, like, okay, now I know it's serious. Like, it's dead serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's weird. I wouldn't say like I hide it. It's just I have a bad way of I don't know showing it.
Yeah. Maybe that's just how we were all just raised and stuff like that. Obviously,
is.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you're also someone, although you're very expressive, you're very monotoned.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
monotone.
How so? How
Like
so?
you're eccentric, but you're very like.
Oh, when he expresses feelings, or
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
it's just
monotone
like,
that way.
Like some people when they get sad, they're like, yeah, like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
talk like you're just like, and yeah, I'm sad, and yeah, haha, like
Oh, so you mean the way I express my sadness?
it's the same. As
It's
how
the
you
same as how I
your
express my happiness.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because I get excited to tell shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, guess what? I'm so sad right now.
No, because like listen. As whack as it sounds and as weird as it sounds,
Yeah.
it's fun for me to say these things because it's a story.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
I get that.
I'm
I
excited
get
to tell
that.
you stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
even if it's like upsetting, it's kind of like this is good content, not as in filming, recording content,
but I
just,
get
like,
to tell you
light.
stuff.
Yeah, like
I get excited to tell people stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
I can see
give
that.
updates. Like it's like I haven't talked to you for a while. Let me tell you. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
disguise as something so like, yeah, not sad that it's just a normal story now.
But
I've had those
secretly
ones.
it's like
Secretly
hurting.
it's like that, like
No,
the knife to the fucking
like I'm not gonna
chest.
count. I'm not gonna count. There's certain things I talk about.
Yeah.
And I try to pass it off as just like a joke. It's not a
Yeah,
joke, yo.
Nah, man, mental health, man. Everybody
it's
should
a
be.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a
Facts.
thing, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But no, what I was gonna say, you said something earlier. Something about I feel like God, this is the concept that you were talking about, like guardian angels. I think everybody has the power to be your guardian angel. Like God gives that to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like just now you said like I can't tell if my family needs it or not, but they definitely need it. That's why God like sent you to do that, or like told you like call them, or gave you like a little like ting in your brain to call them.
Yeah, and I think what's crazy too is we're all blessed with stuff that would help each other, but because of lack of communication, we can't.
And even
Sadly.
that overstimulating thing where it's like, even like giving someone a compliment, it's like you overthink it. You're like, I want to tell them a nice shoes, but what if
Yeah,
they don't want to hear it?
low
What if
key.
they're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
But
So it's
what
like-
I heard is the doubt and that feeling, if you sit in that too much and if you sit in anxiety, that's you worshiping evil. You worshiping the devil.
It's
Because
true.
it's you're feeding into
The fear of
anxiety,
not trusting,
fear,
and not trusting God.
and
like,
not trusting God. Exactly. So you worshiping God is you being in full faith, full confidence,
Yeah.
and understanding no matter what, I'm good.
yeah, like God's gonna do what He's gonna do. Yeah, no
Right?
matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that is
Because
how
we
it
become
is.
too controlling. It's like, no, I have the power to make sure this doesn't happen to me. But it's like, we really don't. Only God does.
If you could
Like,
do
I'm not saying, like, if someone's trying to give you drugs or tell you to jump off a bridge, it's fine because God has your back and you can be confident, do whatever you want. Not like that. Like, but, like, obviously, He has given us free will. So it's like we are working. Like, obviously, He's the creator, but He's on our team. Like, He's literally like, you know, I'm on your side. Like, I'm here for you. Like, I'm doing this with you. Like, don't
Yeah.
just, you know what I
Don't-
mean? He's
don't do
given us
things on your
that
own.
free will. Yeah.
I know. And that's the thing, because we try to do everything on our own, right? At least me, that's something I struggle. Like, I want to, even when I'm in a group setting, I try to just do my own thing. But it's not necessarily the best.
Like,
But that's
yeah,
the
like,
test,
you know,
though.
group work, it's like you're just like, I'll just do the whole thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like, because you want it the way
I
you
had the
want it.
vision for it, and I want
Yeah,
it to be
yeah.
executed like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
test though. Like he lays it out for you, but you choose your path at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Do you have any other like ghost stories? and
That
stuff?
was fuck. That was a
Ghost
fuck ghost story.
stories. There's just one recently that I'm like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
But we have an armoire in my kitchen.
What's an armoire?
It's like those big display like cabinets that like our parents have. Like
Oh, with the
glass ones
china
the
and
wood.
stuff? Yeah, yeah.
And it's like wood, like an arch like that, and like we all have one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And mine is obviously like a lot of them are usually like, what is like family heirlooms.
Yeah.
And so ours is filled with family heirlooms, like old, like from
Antiques and shit.
yeah, like different like tea sets and things. And it's so weird, but it's like my family's not perfect. So
Yeah.
obviously like when there's like bad energy or like negativity in the house and there's like that dark cloud, it's so weird. But like the door to the armoires, like they just open.
Oh,
And I think it's so
what?
weird.
When at night or like just
No,
randomly?
just when there's like any time.
And
But, like,
nobody's
if
opened it?
No.
Nobody's opened it. And
No,
you
we've
asked?
used it before,
Yeah.
but it opens on its own.
What do you mean it opens on its
Like it
own,
just
Sasha?
opens. Like it just opens. Like it's like I notice sometimes I'll be in an argument or like I'm like, oh, like I'm just like arguing with someone or
And
something.
then you realize it's open.
And then it just like oh.
No,
Yeah.
that's wild.
But to me, I don't get a bad like feeling. It honestly, it's almost like I'm reading this book called like Emotional Inheritance, and it's basically about like generational trauma and how it's a real thing, like scientifically proven. Like you may not have suffered a certain thing, but your great grandmother has, and it's been
And then that's why you're like that.
yeah, and you're like even in dogs. Like my cousin's dog has had the best. Like they've known him since he was born. Like he's never endured any or like suffered anything that they know of at least. But the mom went through a lot.
Yeah.
She had really severe anxiety, and now it's like you take a tissue out of the tissue box, and he's like, ah! Like he's scared, and he's a big German Shepherd. Like he's not even he's like a bigger German.
But
Shepherd.
it's inherited.
It's inherited
trauma.
So my thing is with Armoire, I'm like, it's probably just like the ancestors being like, hey, fix up. Like, come on, you're like the 5th generation now. Come on,
Still
like,
doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Y'all fighting about the same shit.
Yeah.
We did that 20,000 years ago.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. Because it doesn't feel like negative. It's just kind of like a distraction. Like, hello, like an intro.
I have a theory for you.
Yes.
I think that's a sign to go in there and look at the heirlooms. Because it'll remind you of family.
Yeah.
And keep you guys closer together.
It's true.
Because what's in there?
It's on
Your
both
family
sides, like
heirloom.
my mom's side stuff and my dad's side.
It's either that or there's an object in there that's just like mad haunted.
Why? There's no one.
There's this
It's
one.
that or
It's
that.
actually peaceful or it's actually like haunted?
Like there's something in there that's just mad haunted. Or like it's not even just haunted, it's just something you have to see or you have to get a hold of.
And my dad's very handy and stuff, so it's like to see if there's something wrong with it. Because sometimes that happens when like, you know, like in the summer wood swells up and like sometimes like doors won't close and stuff.
Oh yeah. Because the heat.
The heat. So my dad's very like handy with that kind of stuff. So
And he doesn't see any problem with it.
No, so it's just like
Oh
weird.
shit.
Yeah.
So that's one of the scariest things.
There's nothing really, especially because I've like gotten involved with like Bible study. But I did hear, I think I told you this. We talked about this. When you start reading the Bible, you're gonna be like
attacked.
tested.
Yeah, you get attacked spiritually.
Yeah. And so I joined a Bible study.
Yeah.
And also I've just been more like awake in terms of like being a Catholic, you know? And I definitely feel like I've been attacked. Like definitely. Like it's so weird. Like after I read the Bible, like when I'm going to bed, I don't feel weird. I feel so like happy and like, oh, I'm so happy I reflected on like something I love. And I go to bed and then it's like I've been woken up. And I'm like, but I'm so not afraid anymore that I'm like, oh, whatever. And I pray and then I go to bed.
Yeah.
But I know that something's like,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Because there's times where I've had like the craziest dreams, the craziest, I would say, freaking demonic dreams. But I know that's just distractions. I know that's just there to.
So it's not now. It's normal
frighten.
for you.
Yeah, that's
you
just there
have a
to
lot
frighten
of like
me.
creepy dreams because you've told me about like a dark voice before.
Yeah,
Before this one.
it's always
not even-
it's that type of thing. But it's because I explained this before, but it's literally because if I were your enemy and I wanted to do harm to you through another person, I wouldn't go attack your acquaintance. You know what I'm saying? I would go after your closest homie because it's closest to you. In the same way, the closer we get to God, devil's not going to attack somebody that's already on his team, already doing
or
evil
like
stuff.
Just not even.
They're going to go after somebody that's getting closer to him or somebody that it shows a lot of love to all the time. That's the person that gets targeted.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But also it's because God knows you can handle those things and it lifts you up even more. And that's the real test, in my opinion. I think it's when you face those struggles and you face those tests and those attacks, quote unquote, after what happens, you become so close. You become even closer.
I think another thing is also the fact that, like, I'm proud of these fellows. Like, we all went to high school together, and like, you guys are doing so good.
Thank you.
Like, really good. And I think because you guys are actually such like wholesome people, and like, they have good hearts, I swear. But like, I think because of that, and because you guys are trying to lead people towards like faith, that's why you're having these dreams. Like, you're actually being attacked. You know what I mean?
I always feel that too.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not gonna reach that. Like we should be way bigger, but we're not gonna reach that just because we preach this.
No, I think we will. I
think we will?
I
have a
think you
theory.
will. I have a theory.
You have a theory
Or
too?
not
Sometimes-
a theory, but like a prediction.
Yeah.
I think that I don't want to say this because I don't want to make faith an aesthetic,
Mm-hmm.
but I think people are like, I've seen a lot of people turning.
Yeah,
back to
I
faith.
see too.
It's like it's almost
100%.
like a trend, and I don't want to say.
I don't
want to
say that either.
but it seems like that, but
Yeah.
not in a bad way. And I think people are becoming. I feel like being a good person is becoming like not a trend, but it's sorry, it's like what it's becoming the thing. And not in, I don't want to say in a way of like negativity, as in it's becoming a thing. I think it's like a good thing.
It is good because
Yeah.
that's what it's all about, right? Like love. You just want to love other people.
Yeah.
But like my grandfather said to me a long, long time ago, it's not about the thing is we're all called to love one another.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said this wise ass Filipino shit. He says, but people mix that up as love another.
Love another.
Not
Say it again.
love. He said, we're all called to love one another, but people mix that up as love another.
Oh, bar.
Love another.
That's bar.
Can you
get me?
clarify that?
So in anything, love one another. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love one another, right? Love another. So instead of loving you, I love them. Instead of I love, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love another.
I get it.
Cheating, whatever.
Bars.
Yeah, yeah.
Friends, whatever it may be.
Cheating.
You love one good thing, another is bad, right?
Yeah.
But love one another.
I get that.
You
Wow.
love the bad people, you love the good people.
Yeah.
You see love in all, right?
I could just imagine the environment you're around. Was it like a backyard Filipino party?
I think it was on the couch. I remember it.
Yeah, he was
it's
just
on, it's on the
spitting to
couch.
all the little kids.
No, it's just to me.
Oh yeah.
It's just to me.
Damn.
Fun story.
Uh huh.
It's actually kind of funny, but like because he has Alzheimer's now.
Okay.
He's older. He went missing, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me this. Yeah.
Wait, that happened to my grandpa too.
Yeah, you
He
found
had
him?
Alzheimer's. He went to like the grocery store or something and like didn't
Oh
come
my
back for a while.
gosh.
Now he's passed.
Sorry
But
to hear that.
no, it's okay. But it was he had Alzheimer's and he was like he'd be like, I'm going to the grocery store, and this is before anyone knew, and it's like he would get lost.
Mm-hmm.
It was so sad.
I know because it's like it's become to a point where I'm like, oh, you know what? He's getting older. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just life, right? But it's just funny sometimes because the predicament that you're put in.
Oh, yeah, you
and
gotta
you
go
find
find
joy
him.
in it though, because my thing was, some of my little cousins, they're crying and stuff,
Yeah.
right? But for me, it was more of I can't wait to see when I find him. That's what it was. It wasn't, oh, am I gonna find him? It's I can't wait to see
Yeah.
when I find him.
That
Yeah.
positive.
You're Lolo.
Yeah. But it's funny because it became like I got excited to go out and look for him.
Yeah.
Rather than because a lot of the times it sucks, but we won't get those expressions of love to somebody until it's in a time where you're forced to. And it's sad like
And it's
that.
too late by
It's-
then.
and yeah, stuff like that. Where if I'm your friend, right? And it just so happens we don't hang out too much and time goes by. But I hear, oh, you got in a certain situation, God forbid, and it forces me to go, I have to go check up on you, this and that. Instead of having to go check up on you, I wish it was just naturally
Alive.
just like
Yeah,
that,
like
right? And
that.
it's sad it's kind of like that sometimes.
Yeah. You look back, it's like how often
But
do
if
you really
you-
check up on your friends?
I know.
It's true. But if you think about it, it's weird. I'm like, is it just because there's just so many people? Because when you read like biblical times and stuff, it just seems like there was less people.
100%
Which
though.
makes
because
sense.
everybody
though,
knew each
yeah.
other.
And
Everybody was
It
homies.
just
Yeah.
also makes like actual sense because it was long ago. There's not going to be as many people long ago.
Go to Mike. Go to Mike.
Sorry,
It's
there's
okay.
not going to be as many people long ago as there is now.
Mhm.
But it's just like weird because it's like someone was telling me, they're like, you have a lot of friends. Like, how do you even keep up? I'm like, I don't.
Really?
I'm like, I don't. Like, you know that.
Yeah.
You know that about me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
You really don't.
I
actually.
love people like so much, but it's like I'm literally Patrick Star. Like, if you want me, I'm under my rock. Like,
But I think that's because it's like you protect yourself, you know what I mean? Because you can't be friends with everyone. Because there's going to be friends that like, deceive you or treat you wrong. I feel like just keeping a good core is important. You know what I mean? I would want to have less friends than more friends, to be honest. Or like a good core. I wouldn't want to be friends with everybody in the world. Like,
I
that's
try to be
insane.
friends with everyone.
With everyone?
I try my best to.
I don't think I'm strong enough because I can't like talk to so many people. Like, I get very like.
That's the
over
thing
it.
though, because I try to get close with a lot of people.
They do you wrong?
No, I won't say that. I protect myself, fam. I do
Okay.
my homework. Feel me? Like I read 48 Laws of Power. I read all
Yeah, I
of
was
this
just gonna
shit.
say, I'm
Nobody's
like, you read your
you know?
weird manipulation book.
like, God forbid, I know I'm protected, right? Like
Sorry.
manipulation.
Oh, no, it's not
books.
even called 48 Laws of Power. It's called the Weird Manipulation Book.
48 ways to manipulate someone.
Oh, my. Crazy,
Literally
fam.
like eye contact. Like it's, isn't it like that?
No,
Isn't
no,
it like
it's
that?
not like that. It's not.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Hold on.
it's deeper than that. It's deeper than
Okay.
that. But what I was saying is, I think for the majority of people, they can't do that because they can't protect themselves. Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like.
In a perfect world, everyone should be able to do that and everyone should be able to connect to each other. But sadly, can't. So certain people that can protect themselves in those ways, I think they should try their best to.
Yeah.
I think so too. There's always like a weird emptiness in me that I need to be checking up on these people consistently, making plans. Like I get that feeling all the time, but I'm like, life is just like, I always tell myself, I'm like, it's so busy. But then I'm like, I look
Is
at
it really
you two.
busy?
I look at you two,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how do you guys like do it all? Like,
Yeah.
I really don't know, to be honest. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you. I just go.
yeah,
And if I don't go,
that's the thing.
I feel
I'm the opposite.
I'm not doing anything.
Do you guys believe in the whole like if she wanted to, she would, or if he wanted to, he would?
I do believe in that.
I do too.
I do
Because it's
believe
like
in
when
that.
people say like certain things, it's just like I know that if you really want to do something, you're gonna do it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I believe in that.
Isn't it is like to be loved is to be seen. So it's like
Yeah.
if they do something for you out of their, you know what I mean, out of their heart, you feel more loved because they actually did
that
it.
you say that because I think I don't know about you guys, but the older I get, the more I realize that I'm not saying love is not enough because love is everything. But in terms of like relationships, it's not enough. You need there's a lot of other things that
Like
that
what?
you need. But I think at the end of the day, like it's not love, it's the unconditional love.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, because you just said the word seen, right?
Mhm.
I feel like people sometimes, rather than like feeling love, they need to feel like seen.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when, I don't know if you guys watched Avatar, but the saying was like, I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, it's another way of loving someone,
Yep.
but I feel like it's like really important.
I know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, or just like someone needs to feel appreciated. Like, you do something little, and
Yeah.
when someone says like, oh, thank you, I noticed that you do that, you're like, you saw that
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
that.
Bro, there's this one song that played by accident. Played so by accident. It's by Billy Joel, some old,
What
you
song?
know? Billy
I know Billy Joel.
Yeah,
I've
like
been
a,
listening to Vienna a lot. Is it that?
that's the song.
No,
shit.
literally before I came here.
Wait, that's actually the song.
Yes, I promise. I literally. That's
What
so
the
weird.
That's fucking
Wait, so tell the
wild.
scenario. Well, how what happened in the
That's
scenario?
wild. That's actually the song, Sasha.
Yeah, I've been listening.
That's
to that song.
crazy. Okay, so no, because I've been going through a
Sweaty.
thing of I've been feeling really, really as if I'm going too fast for myself and I can't do everything.
Yeah.
You know? But I want to. And no matter what, I'm gonna try to. That song, if you listen to the lyrics, it's saying, okay, just listen to like the first bar. That's crazy. You listen to that too?
I swear.
What the fuck?
I swear.
Listen to the lyrics too.
Oh.
Fam, this song played when I was so exhausted. I
Where?
was
Where?
dead in my room.
Oh, okay, just
Like
random.
no, I was just I
In
was
my room.
this what happened. I put in my headphones and lied on my bed because I was so tired and I needed something to chill me out because I was too overstimulated, too many things on my mind. I put it on like shuffle for a random song, and this song played out of nowhere,
That's God.
and it hit me. I'm like, yo, this is
I have a question for
a
both
message.
of you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to like cut you off, but it's a part of it.
Mhm.
But it's just like, okay, you guys move fast, right? Like in life, like you're just fast-paced people. Do you ever think that moving like at a fast pace makes you feel like you're actually missing out? Like, because I feel like people who are moving at a fast pace, you can tell me if I'm wrong, it's kind of like a fear of FOMO. Like, it's like, I need to do everything. And sometimes I'm like, if you're experiencing all of it at like a really fast pace, are you really like actually experiencing it? Like,
Or is it too
it's too like
you're not seeing it?
like
you're saying?
almost like you're going like see, you know what, I think a lot of faithful people might go through this, but you know how like this ties into it, but it's kind of going off topic, but it's going in back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like boundaries, right? I think our generation pushes that a lot. Like it's almost like a thing where it's like respect people's boundaries, like, you know, be very aware of this, that, and the other, like us being oversensitive to people.
Other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we're told to like Jesus is our savior, right? And we're told to like walk in his footsteps. Like when I pray, I feel him like holding my hand and leading me. Like that's what it feels like. And we're supposed to be like him. We can't be him because he literally has God within him.
Yeah.
But it's the whole turning the other cheek thing. It's like boundaries. But when do you know like it's too much?
I don't
like
know.
how do you know? Because God wants us to do as much as we can. But it's like, how do you know when it's too much? Because sometimes you're doing too much where you're not happy. You're actually very unhappy on the inside.
I'm happy though.
Not
I would
saying
say
that you are.
I would say
not taking
personally I'm
personal.
happy.
I'm unhappy when I'm not doing something.
Not-
That's exactly
Yeah.
me. When
I
I'm not
think
doing shit, I'm unhappy, so I do everything.
I can relate to that.
But I don't do everything though. I feel like it's a balance because I have faith that okay, if I'm just doing the stuff I don't have to do more because I have faith that I'll be successful in the future. Like don't worry about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all about balance.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving like fast, like because you said you're listening to that song, like
Yeah.
slow down. Yeah.
So you
I've been
listen to
listening.
that?
I swear on my life.
What the fuck?
I swear.
Do you listen to like old music like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do. But I'm like you, where it's like then I'll have Magic Johnson. So it's like I was listening to Magic.
Yeah, Billy Joel and then Magic Johnson.
No, seriously. Seriously, I'm pretty sure that's like the shuffle. That's how I liked my songs.
Word.
But I had it on shuffle.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But I've been listening to Vienna a lot because there was this show I used to watch as a kid called Ruby Gloom.
Yeah.
And Ruby Gloom sounds like the beginning of the song, like
Oh,
Misery.
it does.
Misery.
Yeah, it does sound like that.
But
Ruby Gloom's is like super emo
Oh, okay.
It's, like,
TV
perfect
show
for
that
you
was on
in high
YTV.
school.
Oh yeah, in high school. Yeah. Now
was
it's
so
just straight.
emo.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, right. Like I'm.
Leave it in the comments if you guys know what that show is, or is it
Yeah.
Canadian? I'm
I
actually curious.
I feel like it was on Teletoon.
It feels very what's
or
that?
YTV.
What's that Coraline maker? Coraline
Burton.
Tim Burton. It's very Tim Burton.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ew.
yeah.
I wouldn't like that then.
I don't think Tim Burton created Coraline, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Did
know.
he not?
I don't
Wait,
know.
so did you guys listen to music based on like your mood? Like if you
I do.
say like you're sad and you're like maybe you're going through a breakup, you would listen to a sad song.
Yeah. Which
That's
is
so weird to me.
so bad.
That's-
Or if it's like I want to turn off my feelings, I'll put on trap. Like I'm like,
Oh,
Okay.
what? Tim Burton had nothing to do with Coraline. Mandela effect. I swear
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just the same aesthetic.
Yeah, like the claymation.
Mhm.
But what were we talking about?
That's actually interesting you said that though, because it's like when you listen to trap, you like turn off all your feelings. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I did whenever I go through something sad.
Yeah, like I'll let myself feel like the sadness alone, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
who are
yeah.
you, Sasha? And then I'll put on like EA
Trap music?
by like Young Nudie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like don't feel anything.
Oh,
Because I
that-
don't listen to a lot of genres. So do you think I'm affected emotionally just because I listen to hip hop and trap so much that
I
I
definitely
might not get sad that much? That's why I'm never like actually sad.
Maybe.
But I don't know if music hits everyone the same. But
Yeah, it
sometimes
doesn't.
Yeah.
it's like I feel like when I listen to trap too much, I'm a little bit more aggressive than I actually am.
Hmm.
I can see that.
Like I'm literally just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care.
True.
Like,
I can see that. I would. Yeah, if I'm playing, even if I'm playing a video game, back in the
Yeah.
day, I would
oh
kind
my
of
goodness.
base myself around that character.
Oh, what's that? It's called something? Addictive personality or something?
There's something
Something
characterization.
Like, yeah, characterization.
Something like
Because
that,
whenever
yeah.
I'm with my cousin, if I'm hanging out like a camping trip with them, I'll come back
Like
to
that
Carlos
person?
and act like him.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
I don't know why.
My sister has that.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister has that, definitely.
But you really do just become what you consume.
Do those people like okay? Say me and your sister, can we be friends though? Because it's like, what do we?
What do you take from each
yeah,
other?
what do we? What
Yeah, you guys really become the same
We're
person.
just gonna.
Oh.
what do we transform into?
No, my sister, yeah, she like picks up like she's like, I don't know why I do it. Like I used to make fun of her when
Yeah.
we were younger, but now I notice it's like an actual thing she does.
Facts.
It's like she like even the lingo, it's like she can't help it. It's just like she can't help it and she knows it now.
That's
like,
so weird. What if I become her sister and she just becomes me and then like, we come back? Yo, that's kind
But
of
you
weird.
guys do
Weird.
have similar
That's kind of
personalities in
weird.
general, though.
Yeah.
When oh no, you'll get mad at me.
What?
Wait, why?
I was gonna be like, when's your birthday?
Oh my gosh. Okay, just say it.
Oh, it's
Here's-
Remembrance Day, November 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Why are you
into-
gonna do
She's
a whole
getting some astrology.
No, no, no.
Oh my
Don't do that.
God.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But I-
Okay, for the sake of it, do you
No,
want to talk about
I'm
that
not-
stuff?
No,
Just say it.
I swear.
I'm not gonna believe it.
You know what I
Gosh.
think though
Yeah.
is like God said in Genesis, right?
Yeah.
I talked to you about this. He said there's signs in the stars, but I'm not saying that he's saying to read into it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm screaming.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking really loud.
No, you're
Very
good. You're perfect.
excited.
You're perfect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like honestly, I feel like he's like there is truth to it, but like it's kind of like the tree, like what you were saying. Remember we talked about this, like the tree of knowledge. Is that what it's called? Yeah. It's like letting yourself know too much.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, no, because he's so symbolic and he's like a scientist, an artist, like all of those different things rolled in one. I feel like he's like, yes, there is method to everything. Yes, there is messages in the stars. But I feel like he's like at your own risk kind of thing. Because there's already the original sin.
Because think about it. Even the wise men followed the stars, but even the wise men bowed to who? Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think like what we were talking about, the saints and praying and whatever,
Yeah.
as long as you know like who you really love and who really loves you, which is God.
Yeah. I think it's even metaphorical too, because even if you think about that nativity story, the wise men followed the stars to see where it would take them, and it brought them to Jesus. So in the
But
same
that's
sense,
how I feel about it.
so it brings you into spirituality. You follow the stars, it brings you to spirituality. But spirituality will lead you to what?
Yeah.
The divine, God,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
When I was getting my hair cut,
Yeah.
my barber was like, yo, do you believe in that Mercury retrograde and stuff like that? And then I always tell him what you tell me. It's like, yo, bro, don't believe in that. Believe in God, bro. And the whole conversation was just shut off. Like, he thought he was going to have a whole podcast with me about Mercury retrograde. No.
Mercury and Gatorade.
Yeah, Gatorade. Like, who the fuck cares about that, man?
I'm an aquarium.
The actual like dyslexia kicks in and you're just like you
Yeah.
actually mess up words like Gatorade retrograde. Like it actually like, you know what I mix up a lot?
What?
I don't have it. Well, I don't clinically have it,
What is it?
like dyslexia. But you know, I really mix up
You mix up words?
ingredients and information.
That's not even close.
That isn't
Like,
close,
But
Sasha.
it's the
Ingredients
same though, if you think
Oh,
about it.
on paper though? On paper, maybe. But
No,
like,
but they're both substance.
what?
Like information.
Oh, that's your thinking, huh? That's weird.
Wait,
that's
what
how you
substance
think?
in what way?
Yeah.
No, because ingredients and information, they're both substance. They're something of. You
Oh,
get me?
that's weird.
That's an interesting way of
That's
thinking. That's how you
weird.
think?
I guess that's like why I mix the two up.
That's a weird way to think.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Sorry.
Like, I was in her brain for a second. That was
Sorry,
weird.
guys.
Whoa, that's how you think about life, huh?
Substance?
No, like you correlate certain things in that sense.
Oh yeah. Like
That's weird.
I like compartmentalize.
I'm specific. I think I feel like I'm very specific. Yeah.
I'm not. My brain doesn't have space, so I like put
How about
things
you?
together.
I'm very general.
Very general.
Yeah.
So you kind of like
You have
a
to
little bit
figure. You kind of have to figure out how to.
similar. What the fuck does that mean?
I give hints. It's like a puzzle. No. It's probably just general.
I feel like I'm too specific sometimes that it doesn't leave room to breathe. That's one of my. One of my.
I can tell you
know,
that.
Yeah.
That's one of my
yeah,
flaws.
like when you say but when you say things, it's like a full
too
brain.
yeah,
it's
it's
like
too
full. Like there's
set.
no way you can have space to think of your own
Yeah.
thing based off what he said because it's just like it's packed.
I give too much out.
Too much.
Low key.
Yeah.
I get you.
Even in your questions, it's too much.
Too much, bro. I've been doing this for fucking 190 episodes,
He's
bro.
like, too much. I feel like even in your questions, they're so packed sometimes.
They
I'm like-
are packed,
I'm like,
huh?
huh? Wait, what was
But
your
that's good though,
question?
because it starts
Yeah.
conversation.
It's not a
Because if
negative
you like,
thing.
even if you like, you talk to people on the street, maybe they're not like conversationalists, one word answer type people. You kind of, let me open them up a bit, like, you know what I mean? Get them to say something.
Yeah, it's hard to be shy with you
Yeah.
Mm.
because you're just like,
Just open them up.
yeah,
Tough thing.
Right.
it's a good thing.
Yeah. But you like to break the fourth wall. That's what I noticed. Like,
Me?
no, her. With
Yeah,
the
she does
like
that a
how
lot.
Deadpool does it on the movie. She's like, guys, it's very like, I get thing confused. And you're just
You
looking
look at the
straight into
camera.
it.
Oh, she can see me.
Holy fuck. But I feel like that's good though, because
Like,
it builds
like we're talking. Like, yo, get off your bed, bro.
randomly.
Like, you
That
can
would
see I'm on my
scare-
bed?
No, that would scare the fuck out of me if I'm a viewer.
Kevin, put the drink down.
Like in the middle
You know,
of
like,
the
Finish
middle.
cleaning
A
your
Kevin
room.
somewhere had a drink in his hand right there.
Did you see that shit on TikTok where it's like trying to do something that someone hasn't done before? So it's like crossing my fingers while I'm sitting like this, and it's
Oh,
like,
something so unique. Yeah.
so unique.
What?
But everybody in the comments like, nah, I did that in like 2024. Crazy.
do you do that though? Do you specifically try to be unique?
I feel like
Specifically,
it has to come out. There's no way that you can manually do it. You know what I mean?
specifically try to be unique.
Yeah.
That's cheating. No,
I don't think I do that. I used to try to see what that's
I
like,
feel
but
like
I
that's
don't do
what
that.
aesthetics are, though.
Mhm.
It's like you want to fit. Well, I guess that's fitting in. That's not being unique. I don't know.
To this day, I still don't
If-
know what my aesthetic is.
Yeah, you're all over
I-
the place. But that's
I feel
good
like
though.
yours is like.
Leave down in the comments
See
if you
that
could, if you
look
could,
right there?
if you
And
could
then said
label
something
it.
like, yo, John, put the thing that you should have said it.
If you could label it, I'm actually curious.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like olden times, like olden days, mixed with like
Times New Roman with a little bit of what's that funny
a
one?
little bit of Marvel.
Comic Sans.
That's literally it.
It's like a mix of Times New Roman and Comic
Comic
Sans. But what is that called? Like, right?
Carlos.
Carlos Core.
I didn't know that you guys noticed that I look there. Because
Nah.
I'm very aware that they're there.
Go to the mic, Sasha. Go to the mic.
Sorry.
No, there's one friend that's too observant. Like, she'll clown you if like you move a little way. I'm like,
Who?
what the fuck?
Oh, her?
Yeah. Because
Are we talking about the same person?
Are you talking
I
about
don't
me
know.
just now? when
No,
we
no,
were
no, no.
walking?
Okay, I'll just say maybe you could cut this out. That person there in that realm.
Never mind.
Then we're not.
Never mind. We're not talking about the same
Yeah, but she
person.
would catch everything. Like, oh, I seen you. I took a video of that. Or I seen you doing
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Bro, it's like you have to be perfect around her.
I can't have those people
You
around me,
can,
bro.
because I'm overthinking now. It's like, wait, and then that's when I mess up. So I think if you force your aesthetic, that's when it comes ungenuine.
Did
like,
I
that's
make you overthink? Yeah, I did just now.
Oh, overthink me? No, I never
no, when
overthink
you were
myself.
walking.
the walking
No,
one you
I
did though.
Yeah. But like living, I don't overthink living,
Yeah.
but I'll overthink things that are specific.
No, I'm saying I don't want to have the same effect on people where it's like being too observant makes people feel insecure.
I think that's cool though. That's honestly a cool
Yeah, you
trait.
can be
Because not a lot
observant,
of people
yeah.
are like that. And it just means you care about somebody too. Like
Oh, I
if I
definitely
didn't, if I wasn't observant with you, that means I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't actually looking at you.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
And like that thing we we're saying, I see you, like I actually see you.
Yeah.
That
To be
as
loved is to be
seen.
That felt like an elementary school class just now. Like
What?
you know when the teacher tells you something,
Waterfall.
and it's like no, like to be loved is to
be
be, and then the teacher
Oh,
waits
yeah,
for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. It's like what did we learn today, guys? To be loved is to be feel seen.
Do you miss school?
Yeah, I do.
Like elementary school
Would you
specifically.
go back to elementary school for a day?
Elementary school.
I would, low key.
Would you guys go back to high school for a day?
I would.
Really?
Yeah, I would. Because
I
we didn't have, I don't think we had a bad high school
I never had a
experience.
bad
Yeah.
experience.
No, no. It was good. High school was good.
Yeah.
Our
I would
high
want to
school was
redo university because I feel like I didn't do enough. Like this guy was out partying and shit like that, but
I feel like I did enough.
You did enough.
I did
Like you
enough.
tried to drag me out, and I'm so pissed that I didn't go to. half
I
the
know,
shit.
like I literally said, "Yo, let's go to this,
Yeah.
tell the whole group chat.
Yeah, I
Nobody want to
know.
come, and I had to go on myself.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know what's crazy? We would have had a podcast with our older friends too.
Really?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably know them. We'll tell you after, but
Okay.
if we followed through with the plans, yeah, we would
This
all
would be a
here
different
right
podcast.
now. Yeah,
It'd be a
it would
whole
be a different
different take.
podcast. Yeah,
Wow.
it's just because he wanted to do it.
You
but
actually
obviously
wanted to.
all of
Nobody
us-
else wanted to do it.
Yeah, because we were probably
Except for
just
Gavin carried it out with.
Yeah.
yeah. And it was kind of like fuck it type of thing. You have to
You're
really
like-
get me out there
no,
still.
just now when you were like, you say a lot.
Yeah.
You were like, in that moment, you're like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but you fall in love with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You fall in
Yeah,
love with it.
definitely. Because
Yeah.
whenever I leave it, like after the podcast, I'm like, that was good.
Yeah.
Like it was nice.
That's how you should feel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
All of the time, anytime I have a conversation with someone, the one take I want them to bring with them was, "Damn, I didn't think that way before,
Yeah.
but I can think that way now."
Yeah.
And that's what I try to look for in other conversations too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm searching for. So I think if I'm searching for that, that's what I try to give others. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's true.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Are you supposed to let us finish it? Treat others
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
way you want.
Treat others the
You
way.
want
whole
to be
classroom now.
treated.
It's called the golden.
Rule.
There you go. All right, thank you everyone for watching the episode of the Jumper Jump podcast. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go. Wait, you don't have socials?
I will get it back.
Go look for Sasha's rock
Go look
somewhere
for Sasha.
under the sea.
My rock? Go look for
The
my
rock you're living under the sea somewhere.
It's just a scavenger hunt for Sasha's socials, bro.
Like where's
I'm gonna bring it back.
Go check out my other channel. I've been posting on there, and follow us on Instagram, all that good stuff.
Make sure to go to Apple, Spotify, download those episodes. We love you guys, man.
And if you made it to the very end of the episode, Sasha, what should they say in the comments? Random word. Go.
Talk to them.
Lychee.
Say lychee in the comments.
Say lychee.
That's how we knew you watched the whole episode.
Facts.
Say lychee. All right, thank you guys. Jumpers jump out.
Deuces.
Yay.